returned once again today to actually deliver another stream of Orb on the Movements of the Earth, the manga series. Is it going to do it on Twitch, though? Oh, it's doing that thing. That's fine. Right, we're good to go. So, yes, there actually are very... My accent completely changes then. We're today covering Volume 5 of Orb on the Moons of the Earth. As we know, Volume 4 ended on the very not so great event, I must admit. I haven't got very much high hopes for our Deuterino's survival, but who knows? Maybe divine intervention might come in and actually help. But at the same time, considering that the cover has 2 different characters on it, I ain't betting on that. So anyways, actually put on Twitter actually gone live before I forget to actually do that. Alright, where are we? Alright, streaming. Come by and get comfy as we read some more Orb. Right, and with that, we're good to go. I think we're good to go completely. Nothing else is magically going to go wrong, I don't think. Stream manager? Yeah, I think we're good. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, because I don't live in America, do I? What the fuck, tax? I was like, yeah, I don't live in America, do I? Anyway, let's actually get this show on the road. Let's, oh, God, I've got to sort Amazon Japan out as well. Great, everything's happening in the last, next 20 minutes. Right, let's read chapter 29 before something else just goes wrong as well. Put that there. Right. Surrender. Why are you going to such lengths? I just wanted to have some hope in this world. I refuse to surrender. Can we talk? Fire at will. God damn. Holy shit. The man fucking locked in. The man's just like, yeah, you know what? Well, it's kind of Gucci, actually. I'm locking the fuck in. I respect it. Also, I can't understand how people can say the artwork's bad in this manga. I heard people say that. I'm like, bro, it's fucking good. Whoa. I feel like when you have to I feel like there's times when they say define lock in, and I kind of feel like this is the time. Hey you. Any combat experience? No. This will be my first. Figures that send a novice. Huh? Oh, nothing. It is orbing time. we're orbiting. Come on, this is also dying apparently. Fuck. Would you mind if I discuss one thing with you? This job for me is business and pleasure, you see. The heretics we're about to meet made contact with my family. Huh? So right now, I'm in a weird mood. To put it simply, I'm pissed. I like to send them straight to hell, but we can't. We're obliged to capture them and interrogate them for the sake of preventing recurrence. Fulfilling our duty is more important than our individual feelings. We must do our jobs even at the risk of our lives. Are you so committed? Yes. Long ago, my brothers were senselessly murdered. Investigation found that the murderer was possessed by the devil. I wouldn't say I'm clinging to a grudge, but I'm ready to kill heretics. Holy shit, this man woke up with violence in his blood. Holy moly. That's good to hear. But that's not the sort of readiness I was asking about. Let me tell you, I used to be a mercenary. You might despise me for getting my hands so dirty, but there's a lot I learned from it. Like what makes a man strong. It's not being ready to kill, it's being ready to die. In a field, a set of balls wins against technique. So here's what I'm saying. Are you ready to die for your fallen brothers? Yes. I don't think he was ready. I don't think he's ready, bro. Ugh. Holy shit, he actually stabbed himself as well. What the fuck? That's the most ironic way to go out. even Noak's just like, what the fuck? What? Yikes. This is what you get with new recruits. So, are you ready to die? I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. Yeah, I seriously don't get the idea of how you can say the artwork's not good. It's actually dynamic as well. No, you can't cover Cozzy though. Oh shit! Oh shit! No, man's not going down. man's not going anywhere. I mean, this man's fucking locked in. My god. Huh? Jesus Christ, this man's fucking locked in. He is him. Well, now, you did come ready to die. Yes, I suppose so. Dying isn't as frightening as the living as the living a lie. Oh my fucking god! He can't drop a line like that as well. My fucking god. Oh my god! This guy's just fucking. This guy's just the coolest. Oh man. You can't drop a line like that and just stab him like that as well with an arrow and shit. That's just not right. That's not right, man. I thought I was going to die. Sorry it took so long. With the reinforcements, are you alright? Uh-huh. He's still alive. Get into a doctor, quick. We have to question him. Don't let him die. Don't let him die. Chapter 30. Man, what will happen to our boy? I guess we'll soon find out. What are you doing, Okozi? Huh? The lecture is over. Huh. What was I just... Oh, my lecture is so boring that you forget them right away. No, sir. What's wrong? You're acting funny. I feel kind of as if I've been having this weird dream. A really long dream. What kind of dream? I was researching this dicey thing. Heliocentrism? How did you... Isn't that the focus of your study? But I never told anyone. How do you intend to defend the thesis you never tell anyone? Let's talk outside. What? Where are we? The tower, of course. The tower about to reach heaven. I'm still not convinced that the earth we stand on is round, you see. Yeah, this is the OP. This is the end, isn't it? This is towards the end of it. I think it's like one of the last shots in the OP. Once this tower is finished, I'll be able to view the Earth from the sky, and I'll be able to perceive its true shape and color and size. I can't wait. Isn't it? Is it all right to build such a thing? There's no point in asking that. You can't stop it. Huh? What made you study heliocentrism? I guess it was my desire for hope. That's how you interpret it, is it? But boy, that's a superficial justification. In reality, you're operating under a greater principle. Well, being operated by it. So I imagine that. Well, I think we've seen pretty much everything now in the OP. I think. Well, that's been in what would be in Core 1, I think. So this is probably the end of this will be episode 13, I think. One might even say you're its servant. Of course, you're yourself. Are not aware of that principle. Yes, so you don't think it'd be in Core 1? I was trying to figure out where would Core 1 end. I think Core 1 will end Bedeni's and Occultic storyline, I think. But where on the areas where I was kind of wondering, human beings have always been drawn to it. They're designed to desire it. If you ask me, the search for it is one of the things that makes human life precious. What are you talking about, sir? What do you mean it operates me? Right, okay, I understand. You're the one to answer that. There's something in your heart that pulls you. You need to wake it up. You need to wake up to it. Wow, he opened his eyes. Huh? Give your thanks to Dr. Ada. He saved your life. It must have been his soup that helped you survive. Huh? Where am I? I suppose you would be confused. You're in an infirmary belonging to the Inquisition. You've been asleep for a week. It's been 9 years. Because he's living the fucking Phantom Pain life at this point. That'd be a twist. It's like he just wakes up after 9 years and someone else has actually just been him. He's a JoJo. He's a secret Joestar. I'm telling you. Because he's a secret Joestar. Yeah, because he got his arm stabbed. He got his arm stabbed. He got his shoulder stabbed, and a bunch of other shit stabbed at the same time. He's just like, hey, you know what? Fuck it. My man's driven by hope. A week? You got the vitality of an ox. Though credit must be given to the treatment, but why would you save me? You're going to kill me anyway. My job is to make you talk. I need you alive for that. I need to sneeze. Christ. God damn it. Even if a man is condemned to die, execution is a secular job. I couldn't let you die on my watch. But yes, you are going to die after this. You're not just a heretic. You took up arms against us. Could you give me some time alone with him? It's like, yeah, so basically, you're not going to die just yet. You're going to die later, though. It's like, oh, okay. Fine, I guess. Now, I'd like to ask you something before we get to work. Just something I personally want to know. I just can't understand it. Why do men become heretics? It doesn't make any sense. God has promised us. He promised us that if we sit and be good, we will go to heaven. Why would you just throw that all away? If it was the devil making you crazy, that would explain it. But having spoken with heretics, I know it's not that simple. Some remain lucid. So what's the logic? What's the motive? If there's something besides the devil, what is it that makes you people? I don't know. But if I'm just to speak for myself, then how do I put it? There's something I just found myself drawn to. What? A greater principle. What is it you say operates me? You're the one to answer that. Freedom. Fucking God, you can't drop lines like this. This is hopeless. Freedom? It sounds nice. But a man without discipline is only a beast. Yes, you might be right. But a man who does not question his discipline is not much different from a beast either. Ooh. You don't see anything wrong with this? You kill 3 of my men because you believe the earth revolves around the sun. That's crazy. I try not to strike their vitals. Did they die? We both acted according to our beliefs. They must have been ready for theirs. Anyway, there's nothing more for me to say. I don't really know anything. What is the essence of torture? The answer is simple. It's a balance between conviction and negotiation. Typically, on one side of the scale is a man's conviction to protect certain information, and on the other side is a negotiation to free him from the pain if he divulges it. And most of them do. But sometimes we get weird ones Ones who, whether from desperation or from loss of sensibility, go on withstanding the pain. Ordinary methods of torture don't work on them. So then we need more weighty materials for negotiation. For instance, it might hurt their family or friends or partners. I don't know anything, so I can't tell you anything. It doesn't matter what materials you prepare. No, you see, you're the material. Huh? Come in. Oh, come on. Fuck off. It's so Jova, my fucking god. It's so... this is fucked, man. This is fucked. We'll have this gentleman tell us what we need to know. Excuse me. What happened to the stone chest? I finished my book. So I was thinking I put it in there. I threw it deep into the valley. I burned all the papers inside. Oh, 31. Didn't realize it changed chapter either. Fuck. Can't believe how absolute fucked this is, man. We have to count. We have Count Pius perfect records now. We don't need a chest anymore. Your book is done. Let me see it. Okay. Well, I bet I misspelled a lot of words though, so maybe you could correct them. What? What? Hey, what are you doing? It'd be dangerous to keep this. I told you I'd burn it, didn't I? just looked at it and went, fuck it. In the bin with thee. You should be thankful I look the other way as long as I have. It should go without saying that burning the evidence is best. This is just a straightforward question. What if we get caught and they say they're going to torture us until we show them the evidence, and we've already burned it all? Then we won't be able to show them anything, right? But then if we tell them we already burned it all, are they going to believe us? We can't prove it's gone, so they'll keep at it. So what are you supposed to do? It's simple. You just have to accept that nightmare. So, everyone's here. Take off the blindfold. No. What? You thought he'd escape? He used to be one of us, so he must have known that there's nowhere in this world to hide from the one true church. So let's get to work. Please be honest with us, Bedeni. Otherwise, you'll suffer. Have you been speaking with the devil? No. Ah, is that so? Christ, the fuck. Have you been attacked? Have you attended a black mass? No. Now here's a more critical question. Did you have anyone else working with you? No. Oh, but Danny, stop, bro. Stop, bro. I see. I suppose that should be enough warm-up. Honestly, those were all the questions I'm required by the protocol to ask. Here comes what I really want to know. What could it be? Well, before I get to it, I want to thank you. I hate to say it, but you're the ones who made me realize the error of my ways, and resolved to reform myself. Before, I wasn't working like I should have. It's not as if I was never prompted to change in the past, but I ended up turning away and forgetting about it and doing nothing. As a result, I allowed you wretched heretics to approach my dearest daughter. I could have stopped you. There was a certain heretic in my charge 10 years ago. Your necklace was his. I don't know how it happened, but somehow it overcame time and space and ended up with you. 10 years ago. If I'd been working as I should have then, I might have stopped it. The shame I feel as a parent. The OG. So that's why I'm thanking you. You woke me up last. You woke me up at last. Now, here's the question. You must have inherited your research project from someone else. So that party's documents have gotten to be somewhere. If we get caught, we don't have the evidence. You'll just have to accept that nightmare. Right? Speak up. You're right that we inherited the project. So where are the... However, there's one fundamental thing you misunderstand. I never had any interest in honouring my forebearers or providing for successors. All I did for me to be special. Is with a heavy heart I tell you, I burned all the inherited documents long ago. Oh, fuck. Okay, bro, he's locking in. My thesis, which you seized upon my arrest, represents the entirety of the heliocentric theory as it currently exists in this world. And it pains me to say it after your grand story of scheming spanning 10 years. But your case is already closed. There's nothing for you to do here. So no matter how you torture young Cozzy here, it will be pointless. What a snide reply. Perhaps, but it's the truth. So what I'd like to ask is just how different the heliocentric theory really is from... You took me for a fool, you took me for a fool, do you? Though, yes, I've been indolent. I have been working every day. I couldn't not by now know the face of a liar when I see one. See, if he was actually voiced by Bucciarati's actual character, that would have been a funny joke. It's the opposite. God damn it. They missed the chance. Was there any logical inconsistency in what I said? God, they missed it. They missed a JoJo reference. God damn it. I'm not saying that, but what I care about is feeling. It tells you more of truth than logic. And I saw feeling in your eyes just now. The feeling of someone who's hiding something. Grounded speculation. Is it? Then let's verify it. Jesus fucking Christ! Where are the papers? I told you. I burned them. Where are they? It's absurd. You can't force me to confess the existence of evidence that doesn't exist. That's meaningless. This is fucked, man. Like, just fuck them, basically. Get these bros out of here. This is fucked, man. Poor Cozzy, my poor boy. Where are they? What are you doing? Please proceed to the next step. If you are to be if we are to be sentenced, do it. This doesn't make sense. Your torch is never going to be over if you just keep repeating the same. Oh, I see. That's your goal. You're here to take out your personal grudge against us for approaching your daughter. It's the only chance you have to torment us like this legally, isn't it? But isn't personal vengeance offensive to our faith? Oh fuck! But Danny's taking shots. Okay, fuck me. Right, fine. This dude's locking in. Enough of your prattle. Where are the papers? If you don't answer, his mouth is going to split. I told you, I burned them. Don't you think this is a bit much? No. Sew him up later so he can talk. Man. Just the fucking... This is the horse meme at this point. It's just the man. Yeah, we do, don't we? Hold on a second. I'll load it up quickly. Where is it? There it is. Oh. Give me a second. Is it actually? Oh, it doesn't change the. One. Oh yeah, we do. Oh shit. Yeah, it is. It's a Cozzy. That's fucked, man. The man planned it this entire time. What the? That shit's fucked, man. Get that? Nah, man. That's fucked. Sew him up later so you can talk. The mouth won't do it, eh? He was. This man's got a worse fate than a JoJo character. this, this man was fucking doomed even before he was introduced. Man, shit's fucked, man. We'll try the eyes next. God damn, they're taking the one thing he's got that's good. Hold his head. What? Alright. Stop. This won't bring back the documents I burned. This is not... Do you think I came to make small talk? On the count of 5, I'm going to pull out his eye. Mightn't he have actually burned them? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shit. You win. It was all a lie. Huh? There are still documents. They're in a stone chest on the side of a mountain. Oh? Then show us the way. We'll gather an investigation team later. Alright. Sorry, Akazi. Thank you both for your cooperation. Have a good rest. It's all over now. Well, it is that kind of... It does go back to what Nowak says. That there is this idea that eventually people will just give in. Even if, you know... It's one of those... But still, fucking hell. Church is fucked, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not as if, like, it's not as if before or after this point they're any better, but fuck me, the church is bad. Good lord. What do you know? Looks as if you were telling the truth. 32. Well, I'm glad you had some sense in you. The one who left this chest here 10 years ago killed himself to protect it. But you're saying enough not to do that at least. Wait, just what kind of person was he? I thought you didn't care about your forebearers. Well, he was basically like you and the rest of the heretics, waiting to throw his life away for some funny notion. The strange thing though, was that he was 12 years old. You can't. 12? Amazing, right? Yes. But when I think about it, you have to be 12 to try to move the world. Wait here. Hi. Poor Cossie. My poor boy. Look what I did to my boy. They got the chest? Yes. Angry? Me? No. You always said you wouldn't leave anything behind. I'm surprised in a good way. I didn't think you'd preserve the documents or try to protect them. I didn't either. Why do you tell them the truth? We're going to die anyway. And why would you care about my eye? You don't get it. You don't know what it is to be alive without your vision. Hey, it's time. Put these on and come out front. Shit. I have to say, I've seen so much of this, and yet it never felt real until I was looking at it in the face. What's it? Death. These have been some funny times, but now it's all coming to a close. I just asked how old the original owner of the chest was. How old do you think? Huh? 12. Huh? 12? That's... Yeah. It goes to show unexpected things happen in this world. The heliocentric theory will survive. Huh? I mentioned the shed. I took precautions. But it's up to chance whether they'll work. I don't have time to explain in detail right now. If all goes well, the text will be restored. Really? Your whole huge thesis? When did you... Not mine. Huh? Your text. Huh? Mine? My guy planned. My guy, it's all calling to plan. Mine, yes. What? Huh? Why? I told you, I won't leave my results to prosperity. But even if that weren't the case, mine was too big to reproduce. Your text has no value as a thesis, but for that reason, it'll do better. Do what? Move people. If that makes it, the rest will arise on its own accord. But I thought it didn't. I thought it didn't profit you to leave something behind. That it does not. It is meaningless and worthless for me to leave something behind in this world and toss it at some stranger. But oddly, there are some fields in which such gestures are not considered pointless. For instance, history, I'm told. Oh, fuck's sake. This isn't helping. Oh, fuck. Alright, let's go. It's time. In the name of our Lord, I shall read the charges against you. You have betrayed betrayed the dictates of the church and committed heresy. What about what you were saying? How likely is it that we'll all go to hell? Not very likely at all. That's great to hear. Then my final hope means something. Huh? Final. Here we are, standing on the gates of hell. No, the gates of heaven. Oh, are you sure? Yes. What I see before me now couldn't be the gates of hell. Tonight's sky is just too. Oh, fucking god. Fuck. I hate this manga. This is not helping. Fuck's sake. Beautiful. This is not fucking helping right now. God. My man can't drop peak like this constantly. Like, my god. How does he do it? How does he fucking do it? I suppose I might as well trust you. May the Lord offer you the sacrament of reconciliation. Oh, fuck. The worst part was he protected Jolenta as well. As he makes it even worse. There's a bit of there's character growth there for Bedeni as well as a person. Like, he protected her. Now I thought that was a nice gesture. I thought that fucking killed me a little bit inside. Right, toss the boys into the fire. Oh Christ. This did not help me at all. Christ almighty. Absolute peak, my heart is shattered. What do you think is what? 33. Well, a set of scriptures and teachings. What's this about all of a sudden? Sometimes I don't know anymore. Lately, more often. Every day we hurt people. You mean heretics, witches, and villains? Well, yes. So why do I feel this pain in my heart? It's a scholar's job to think about that sort of thing. We just do what those above us tell us. Here we go. Let's get to work. What is it you need? The fuck's sake. No. Nah, fuck, man. Get Jolenta out of there. get like to a fucking different country or something. I don't know. I don't know what countries existed at this point in time. Whatever was like going on that way. Actually, no, wait, no, that way was even worse. That way? Meh. I don't know, because Europe that way was not great either in that period of time. Actually, I don't think any plot was good. Now that I think about it. Maybe America? I don't know. I don't know if you can. I don't know if boats were available at that point to actually get there. Oh man. Good day, miss. Are you Jolenta? Yes. We work with your father. You do? I'm ashamed to admit I don't know much about his job. Just what do you do? Well, you see, we're inquisitors. Oh shit. I was gonna say, I can't remember if, like, you know, there was like a brief, like, area that was alright, or whether or not every single part was bad. Because I know if you went like that way, you know, like Europe area, it was pretty fucking terrible in the 1500s. Uh, Eastern, I'm not too sure about, and more Western, probably even worse actually. The more I think about it, God, my eyes are dead. Oh, right, I'm alive. Inquisitors? Ah, yes, we have something we'd like to discuss. Could you come with us? What in the world? Don't worry, you're not under arrest. Your father informed us that 6 nights ago you dined with 2 friends. He also met them. I met them then, I believe. They turned out to be heretics. Specifically, they were researching a model of the universe at odds with that recognized by the church. Do you recall them mentioning anything along those lines? No, nothing of the sort. I see. Please try your best to remember. We're told you seemed on good terms. Did they get you to do anything? No, nothing at all. Well, I suppose not. Who would expect the daughter of an inquisitor to cooperate with heretics? Boys, may I have a word with you? Oh, Father Antoni. Come here. What is it? Was that Novak's daughter back there? Yeah, she came into contact with 2 heretics. There's Duderino, but it seems she doesn't know anything. I think we're about done. I see. Prepare for torture then. What the fuck? Oh, stop! What? Think about it. A woman scholar is suspicious enough. In my view, she was most likely the leader. Bro, this guy stinks. Well, I suppose I should say the demon that possessed her was. The 2 men must have been her victims. You shall uncover the truth. What the fuck? But her father is an inquisitor. People are fascinated by what is forbidden at home. Such cases are not uncommon. But, oh, it was you, wasn't it? I heard you refused to torture a prisoner when you were in training, and one who turned out to be culpable. Do you intend to let another criminal go free? Bro, just fucking slap him. Just like slap the dude. Just put like all the god's wrath into your fist and just slap him. I don't know. You need to give it some thought to the effect your behavior has on others, and to how it may affect your future, I might add. Understand? Now get ready. Huh? What? Nice gloves. Excuse me, what are you doing? We're about to interrogate you. What? Interrogate me? About the 2 heretics. I already said I don't know anything. God fucking damn it. On it, get Antoni out of here. Just fuck that guy. Just fuck that guy, honestly. I don't know who's at least the other guy has Suda Ken as his voice actor, so it kind of nullifies the pain a little bit. But this guy, this fucking dude, what's he got? Smelly. That's what they all say. If you won't be honest with us, you're going to lose your teeth. Women love to talk, don't they? Sometimes their mouths bring about disaster. As a poorly substantiated hypothesis, you should retract it. There it comes. Here, do it. What? Are you kidding me? Are you really inquisitors? Fine then. There, I took the first scary step for you. God damn! The rest is yours. Young men these days, spoiled pansies. God damn. All right, fucking hell. Don't do this. You can't. It's not our choice. It's orders from above. Should we use the thumb screw? Huh? I don't want to see her face. Oh yes, I agree. I don't get it. Finally, fortune smiles on me. At last I can destroy him. If I frame his daughter as a heretic, Narek will be finished. What the fuck? This man. Oh my god. This guy's the fucking worst. This guy's the fucking worst. I feel bad for Nowak at this point. The fuck is this man doing? You made me feel bad for a guy who killed two favorite characters. I think Nowak hate is an understatement though. I remember him not liking Nowak a long while ago. Like in the prior volumes, he didn't like him very much. To go in frame his door and basically murder her though? I don't know, bro. I think you need to go see a psychiatrist for that. That's kind of like borderlining on you need to get that checked out. It will serve him right, that worthless bootlicker. And if Nowak is subjected to scandal, it will tarnish the bishop's reputation too. Then I'll come to the forefront. Finally, I'll be able to lead the organization in the right direction. Conservative action doesn't pay. Sorry, I forgot where it was. Can you go get it? Huh? Sure. Hey. Time to run, otherwise you'll be killed. What? See, this dude kind of okay. Hey, I think there's a horse over here. Go on it and get far away. Come on, hurry. What? Why are you doing this? What do you think? Huh? I think it's a way of life. He's cooked, but you know he had that moment. He had a cool moment. All right, I give him that. He's cooked, but he's got a cool moment. I think it's a way of life. What? So I can't let you die. I'll stay here and explain it to everyone. I know they'll understand. They won't understand. Now go. Let me ask you straight. Why'd you let her go? You were going to execute her regardless of the truth, weren't you? Does he know? All in his head? Does he know? What was he cooking? What a foolish answer. I hate fools. I'll help you use your head. When making decisions under certain circumstances, one should always assume the worst. False charges are unacceptable, but what's even more unacceptable is releasing a heretic due to the fear of false charges. You see, in the worst case, a false charge will kill one, but releasing a heretic could well destroy humanity. I mean, if it destroys a church, they've done some pretty fucked up shit, though. I don't know. They did some fucked up shit. Just maybe they needed to kind of get these dudes out of here and reform that shit, man. Are you seeing things more clearly yet? Your enemy isn't some corner crook. You may have released the enemy of man. Maybe, but love your enemies. Oh shit, he's calling the fucking Bible on his ass. These words are my rock. He's quoting a Bible on his ass. He's like, if you don't see sense, I'll send Jesus your way. I see. That's a gross misinterpretation of scripture. As fools are wont to make go study your theology again. There's no Ekno. Does he know? We haven't contacted him yet. Tell him this. Jolenta was a heretic. Worse yet, she tried to flee and in the process took a hostage and caused injury. In the end, she had to be executed on the spot. Afterward, her corpse was burned according to standard procedure. God damn. Before you throw her ashes in the river, display the burned bodies so that Noak believes his daughter has died. What? But there is no burned body. Look in front of you. It's fucking diabolical. God must be like, who the fuck are these people? God, this is I haven't seen this level of misinterpreting someone's will since MGS3. Good lord. Good lord. God. God damn, it's giving the boss a run for his money. We're about to turn this guy into ashes. 34. Oh shit, boys, this is not a good volume. Right. Toss the bodies on the fire. Noack. Just now, at the execution site, what? What is it? Spit it out now. I want to go home already. Your daughter was arrested as a heretic, attempted to flee and was executed. Dude's like, come again? I mean, won't this make Noack go fucking crazy though? Because I feel like this man's like one level away from like going full on, John Wick. I'm so sorry. This fucking guy. Oh. I just want him gone. I want him gone. I'm told your daughter was bright. I didn't want things to go this way. She had so much ahead of her. Oh yes, these are for you. I asked them to keep these out of the fire. It's a keepsake for you. We're not supposed to do this, but just this time. I have to be honest. I didn't have a good impression of you Inquisitors, but I never realized the magnitude of the job. For now, allow me to pray for your daughter. At this point, I kind of want him to go full John Wick, though. I actually just want him to like full on go on a full on rampage and just go and destroy the entire church. I mean, it's a long time coming, but they deserve it. Indeed, my man's gone. Oh no, come on, don't do this. Don't do this. Man doesn't even know she's alive. That's the worst part. Father, welcome home. This is bad. Here I am, Jolenta. Your mother told me you studied your letters all day today. You're a good girl. Is something wrong? I'm not sure if I did this right. Thank you for working for God and man every day. Is this a letter for me? Yes, Father. Did I mess up? Oh, you're such a kind little girl. Your letters couldn't be any more perfect. I need to learn to be as hardworking as you. God fucking damn it. This isn't right, man. I don't want this. Don't make me feel bad for Noack. He just fucking murdered Bedeni and Kozi as well. This isn't right. Oh, really? Uh-huh. That'll be in a week. I ordered your gloves that will fit you perfectly. Yay. For the best craftsman around. Now you can study in the winter without freezing. Thank you, Father. It's not me you should thank. It's God who gave you such a destiny. So when anything good happens, remember to thank God first, alright? Alright. Thank you, God. I'm sorry, Jolenta. When you chin up? But you lied to me. You said these gloves would fit me perfectly. The size is totally wrong. I didn't lie to you. It was just a mix-up. I'm really sorry. I'll make it up to you somehow, so please. It isn't anyone's fault. I didn't mean to hurt you. Then it's God's fault. Hey, what did you say? You told me, Father. You told me God gave me my destiny. So it's God's fault. I'd take that back right now. You can't say that. Enough. Cool your head. What did I just do? Why did I yell at her like that? That was cruel. It was a matter of faith. There's no higher priority. But what could be a higher priority than comforting a little girl in tears before me? Jolenta, I'm sorry. I know you work hard for God every day. I shouldn't have said God was bad. And look, these gloves aren't so bad. I can still wear them like... So sorry. Please forgive your foolish father. God, you can't you can't do this. I can't feel bad for Nowak. It's impossible. You make me feel bad for him. I actually like him. What the fuck? This guy killed a bunch of people I liked, and I'm like, wait a minute. No. All right. See you later. This is fucked up. Nah, he's gonna go Green Goblin mode, isn't he? I feel like he's gonna go Green Goblin mode, and not in the good kind of way either. This is gonna end badly for the church. Who would ever expected this? Yeah, I never seen the like. I was wrong. I was wondering where he had gone. I didn't figure, but then he had been executed as a heretic. 35. He is. My man's going through the punished snake arc at this point. Who would have thought? They were. I can't actually believe it's actually basically mirroring that as well. God damn. They were fighting as we slept right there. It's scary to think about. Father Grabowski, did you notice anything suspicious? Yeah, I'd like to know about that. He was so suspicious. Yeah, I never saw anything in particular. I see what you're saying. Anyone could have seen he was suspicious with that scary eye patch. I never even figured that there'd be a heretic in a town like this. Who was it caught him? They say they got an anonymous report. Oh, we gotta thank Mr. Anonymous. We can sleep soundly thanks to him. Wait. I gotta think about it. Didn't you say you made a report recently, Father Grabowski? Yes. Half a year ago, I went to the library in town and noticed a book at the side of the road. I took a look at it, and it was filled with code. It aroused my suspicion. I shouldn't have, but I took several months to decode it using frequency analysis. And toward the end of the book, I started supporting a theory that seemed heretical. But that was in town. It doesn't have anything to do with Bedeni. Oh, is that all? Bedeni. The only reason given for his execution was heresy, so simple as to be cryptic. Couldn't have it to do with his research? Then what was he researching? And if he didn't leave any of his research behind, his findings and research history would have all disappeared. If it was my report, how could the sort of thing I reported rate a death sentence? What's this? A letter. It doesn't say who it's from. The poetry of Lucretius. That's it, Lucretius. Could you share a bit of Lucretius with me? Is this letter? It's a preface. The following verses are all I could remember from Lucretius. Please understand that they are fragmentary and imprecise due to my lack of time. Now in exchange, I have a favour to ask. To wit, if you are visited by a pauper, I want you to accommodate him. I consider it unlikely that you will fulfill this request. It offers no benefit for you, nor have I earned your goodwill. I have no way to compel you to listen. So, I suppose these are only vain words. But I entreat you from my heart. P.S. This is a trivial matter outside the main point, and at the same time an audacious and embarrassing position. If you don't mind, please give the pauper some education. That's all. Oh, fuck. Right now, I'm looking at verses composed 1500 years ago, and that's because someone took the trouble to write them out and leave them for me. But then if we suppose Benet's research still survives in some corner of somewhere, perhaps it ought to be copied for prosperity as well. No. We're talking about heresy. Of course it must disappear. That's all it should as it should be. A few days later. Hey. This guy with his hair tied up finally he stopped coming. We ain't getting any more bread. God has forsaken us. No. I made a promise. What? I made a promise with a blind guy who came first. Blondie? Yeah, the blonde guy. He said if they suddenly disappear and stop giving us bread for a month, then we should go to this place. Maybe we'll get bread if we do that. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm starved, let's go. No, wait. Huh? It could be a trap. Think about it. Remember what he did to our heads? Yeah, he did it. He did it towards the end of it, if I remember correctly. There was a bit towards the end of. He goes and sees that guy outside. I remember that. In exchange for bread? You got a point. I don't get him. Yeah, it's too risky. We can't trust that guy. Forget it. But the guy with his hair tied up, he gave us bread. Yeah, he always gives us bread. He's so nice. He's good. Let's do it. Yeah, this is the guy from the past volume. Father Grabowski, the church is a visitor. Who? Well, I don't know. He said he came from the city, but he's really dirty and he didn't talk too well. Probably he's a poor man come to beg, I think. God damn. Do you need something? I live close to town. Man with strange thing on his eye. You say you are right one. Strange thing in his eye. So the letter was from Bedeni. Please come. Wait, you can't just. You're visited by Pauper. I want you to accommodate him. If his research still survives in some corner somewhere. Fine, lead the way. Are we there yet? Down here. Where are we? Man with strange thing on his eye. He say it is book. What? Book? Hey. He tell me to say I am first page. What? Bro, this is some Golden Kamui shit. Holy shit, this man coded this is like Golden Kamui shit. Words tattooed. Oh, that's an impressive way to do it. 60 pages total. This is fucking what the fuck? Oh my god, my man actually really just. My man actually just did the whole. That is fucking cool. Is it my turn? What? I want to know what is a book. And he say to wear hat until hair grow. Why he say this? What it takes to change such a world is a truth. I entreat you from my heart. There we go. That was the end of volume 4. 5, sorry, not 4. Yeah, so there we go. 25 years later. Right, so basically I kind of want to know what happens to Nowak now, even though it's 25 years future now. I need to know what happens to that guy. I need to know if he actually gets his full-on revenge, goes on like full-on like, you know, goes into the church and starts like, murdering everyone, because I don't know, it makes you feel bad for him in a way. I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't exonerate his actions, because he's still an asshole. He still kind of, you know, does more than what should be done in a way, but then he's not. I need to sneeze. Ow. He's not the only one. Because again, it does sort of go back to what one of the Inquisitors was saying, the idea of like love your enemies, and then they don't do that. They full on go and fucking destroy thine enemies. My nose is so fucked, it's beyond belief. Don't even know half of it. My nose is so bad. It sort of does in a way. Don't get me wrong. There is reports out there up the wazoo in history of like the church doing a lot of shit that was not good. Don't get me wrong. It's not just this manga that kind of does in theory prove that whole entire idea. There is other instances of the church doing some fucked up shit, but it is that thing that they do in theory utilize torture to the point that, in a way, they give in, even if 9 out of 10 times they might not be speaking the entire truth. They give in to the torture to end, essentially, and it's one of those things that it sort of gives you two sides of the entire spectrum. You got the guys who are pursuing in the name of truth, and you also got the other side doing basically that, the hurting people, and shit like that is fucked. And it then kind of makes you, it doesn't then put out all into perspective. It doesn't exonerate Nyack's character at all. You still do hate him, but at the same time, he's a family man. He's a family guy in the most literal sense. He's a man who has a daughter, and he doesn't see his daughter hurt, and you can tell from the brief, I guess there might be more times, who knows, the brief instances with Jolenta and him, that he's a guy who actually cares about his daughter. And I kind of feel like then, when I said back in like episode 6, I think, the conversation between him and Jolenta before she goes, the idea that he tells her not to stick out and everything like that, and to live a ordinary life, it kind of makes you realize that he was almost he was trying to protect her in a way, in a very roundabout kind of aspect. It's not as if it's a very like literal protection, but he's kind of trying to ease her away from that life, because, as we know, look what happened here. She was going to get charged with false accusations that were not entirely true, well, not true at all, and then executed, to actually, in the name of actually just surpassing Nyack's character because some guy hated him. And it kind of proves you there and then like how fucked the society was at that point, how she could be executed on false charges. And it sucks that the guy who saved her had to die to do it, because the guy in charge of the church at that point, fuck me sideways, was a very corrupt man. And again, it sort of goes back to this whole entire idea. There is corruption every single facet of humanity as well. Even the people who are meant to preach the word of the Lord, whose word is just and absolute, also are fucking corrupt. And it's one of those things that it kind of proves you there and then that no one there's no sense of safety in this world. Anything could get you essentially executed. And yeah, like I said, it doesn't exonerate Nyack's character at all, because the way Nyack acts and does his things is no different to what Antonio was going to do to his daughter. Because let's be real, there is this idea that he's working on a personal grudge. The idea of like how people would go against God. It is one of those things that you could, in theory, then attribute that also to how, not to the same degree, but you could attribute it to how Akozi was like indoctrinated to actually think that God made everyone think that the earth is lowly, you can't look up at the sky, the only thing you got to do is get to heaven, essentially. The same thing applies with Nyack's character, because Nyack really does like drive home this aspect of like God and God's absolute and everything like that, and why would you go against God, essentially. And one of those things that it sort of makes you realize that the church does, in theory, like make you believe these things to a point that you do sort of start to lose that sense of humanity that you had. You sort of start to go on this like personal revenge tale. And I mean, don't get me wrong, if I find a report in the manga later on that some bitter dude went on a rampage in a church and killed everyone, you'd be like, well, it's not unjustified. The dude did get his kind of daughter murdered, and you're like, well, murdered because she's not dead technically, but he believes they're dead. He's gonna go on a full-on rampage, so it's believable that he would probably go and do that. But at the same time, I do kind of want to see that whole entire aspect to see how it kind of concluded, because again, I kind of feel like I want to see how he would react, because he's a man of God, and God gave him a daughter. Would he blame God for that? Would he blame God for what's happened here? That's the thing. Yeah, he was a true believer to the bitter end. That's why I kind of want to know how his whole entire thing ends, because would he blame God for it? Would he turn himself against the church? Because the church he's been working for and everything like that, would he go against it? Would he then realize that his actions weren't justified at all either? Would it make him realize what he's been doing this entire time is fucked up, essentially. He's a very interesting character for that reason, because he's like, well, at that point in time, he represents like the church, essentially. He's the one that he works for them and actually does everything. And it's a complicated scenario, but he does work for them effectively. And it's one of those things that you kind of want to know if he does, in theory, like change his perception. Does he go against God? Does he blame him? Does what happens then? What does he do? Does he go somewhere else? Does he actually go on a full-on rampage? Who knows? But if Antonio dies, I'm all for it. He's a fucking asshole. I hate that guy. That's the problem. You're like, I don't. The church in his manga is like fucked beyond belief. Like, it's just there's nothing good. There's nothing good. There's nothing good in his for the church at this point. But yeah, I don't know. It's actually very interesting because again, he does in theory, he does exhibit what he's not like he's not a person that you kind of he's not like I don't know. I can't. It's really hard to explain. He's a guy who just believes in God essentially, like to a fault, effectively, because he does sort of have that fault that he believes too hard, and actually then it does affect him personally as well, because like the whole thing when Jolenta blames God and then he kind of he snaps at her. It's one of those things that, again, it sort of goes back to the perception that the church really does in theory like drive this into you, and actually to the point that it is ruining people's lives. Akazi, for example, had that whole entire character arc to actually get to that point that he realized he actually can stare up at the sky, and then at the end of his life he actually did in theory see the beautiful night sky. Then you have Nowak, who's just like, by the way, why would you ever go against God? What's the point? God gives you everything. God's gonna give you a place in heaven as well if you're good. Why would you ever go against that? And it's one of those things that, again, if you're taught that and that's what you believe, then that's what you're gonna try and figure out. Why would someone go against it? Now, if God takes something away from you, what do you do then? That's the interesting part. That's why I want to see. I would like. I don't know if it will, because let's be real, I have no idea how the manga will progress. But I do want them to kind of go back to Nowak's character a bit and see what happens to him. Because again, it'd be kind of a sad thing that was the last panel that we'll ever see him again. Because otherwise, again, there's a lot of looming questions on his character in a way. But yeah, fucking Tony. That's TLDR its whole entire manga now. Just fuck that guy. Tried to kill fucking Jolenta for no reason. It just goes to show how fucked the world is. I don't know. I want to see him go full John Wick, basically. I want to see if he believes in revenge as well. That's what I always want to see, whether or not he believes in revenge. That'd be an interesting thing. But also, the other cool part was when he actually does, in theory, like, when Bedeni actually has all of it written down in the people's heads. I thought that's quite a novel idea, pardon the pun. And it's one of those things that, again, the only other time I've ever seen it happen was in Golden Kamuy with the tattooed convicts making up the map. But in this context, it's actually keeping it alive in a way no one would ever figure out. Let's be real, no one's ever gonna think to themselves, okay, yeah, well, these guys down here are gonna have it all tattooed. That's even the better part. It's a Cosby's book as well. That's the bet. Wait, is it some dude's birthday about the stars today? That was Edwin Hubble's birthday. Oh, Hubble Telescope birthday today. There you go. Planned that perfectly. I planned the Hubble Telescope's birthday and reading about the stars today perfectly. But yeah, it's actually quite an interesting way of doing it, because again, no one's ever going to look at someone's head, are they? Especially if their hair grows. Like, the only way you would know is if someone were to shave it, and no one shaves it. Well, boom, there you go. You're safe. So yeah. I mean, I guess we've ended core 1 of the anime series at this point, I imagine. I don't imagine that the series will carry on beyond this point in core 1. So it's probably the first, I'd say, 13 episodes of the manga of this anime series. So I can't wait to see how this whole entire thing does progress, because we're hitting now a very interesting point in the series, because we've got new characters. We have 2-ish volumes to go, 3 if you count 6, 7, and 8. So we have 3 volumes to go. So I can't wait to see what they do and actually how these characters develop, because I would say that Okozi and Badane is the most amount of time we spent with 2 characters in this manga series. So I do want to see how else they do, how else they actually progress these characters and what they actually do bring to the table. Oh fuck yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. So I can't see how this guy keeps writing like peak all the time. Like there's no sense of like this guy ever like letting it go. He doesn't stop. He keeps going. I haven't seen this bam 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 peak volumes in years. Like the last time this ever happened is probably like part 7 of JoJo. I'd say like the last like section of part 7, which is like bam 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 peak constantly. It's really hard to like on Fire Punch as well, but it's really hard to get series that constantly like just outdo itself all the time, and everything going full circle as well. It's actually kind of nice because again, he doesn't have to go back to Nowak, but it'd be kind of interesting if he does. But at the same time, having his character kind of like reduced to nothing is quite an interesting prospect. And actually, you want to see how he does react to the entire world after that point. I also want to see what happens to Jolenta as well, because Jolenta's now gone, so I want to see what happens to her. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll cover some more of this and see where we go, and actually subsequently get more depressed as we get to the end of it, because there'll be no more. Even though at some point we got oh shit, we get everything. This man planned it. What the fuck? This man is the peak. This man got blessed with the golden pen. My god. We got a Shimi manga next month, I think. We got a new Shimi manga next month. I believe we've also got a One manga now already as well. One Punch Man 1. And at some point we're getting a new Oku manga as well. That's it. We're getting a new Oku manga as well. That's next year, I think. Is there a the mangaka for this manga's got a new manga next year as well, but I can't remember when. I don't know if it's January or February. One or two at some point. I should probably read that Darwin Incident manga as well at some point. I heard it to be really good. I don't know anything about it. I just heard it to be really good. I need something to fill the hole once the series has ended, because this is going to be hard to top. Oh okay, life is worth living. We got Tower Dungeon on Monday as well. Fuck, man, we're living. This is the good shit. Right, anyway, I'm gonna lie down, rethink life, and realize that series are peak sometimes, and this one's consistently peak. Anyway, yeah. Well, got my eyes. So, you actually have enjoyed the entire stream as a whole on Twitch, and as always, do leave a follow on Twitch. It does help quite a bit. You actually will then see these streams live. You actually have then enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube, and as always, do leave a like on YouTube. It does help quite a bit. Leave us up as well, both do help quite a lot. You actually have then enjoyed this entire stream as a whole on YouTube, and as always, do in theory leave a follow on Twitter as well. It helps quite a lot. You will then know when your streams are live and any other streams I may do as well. So yeah, until next time with some more Orb on the Movements of the Earth, Volume 6. See you guys then. Bye for now.